Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Badass Veer, and today I'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Scarlet Spider. This is the new Spider-Man figure in the Spider-Man wave for the Rhino build figure, which I actually really like. I never got the opportunity to pick up the old Toy Biz version, and quite honestly, this one is probably going to blow that one way out of the water. However, it doesn't have the cloth hood, which I'm not sure if that was the problem everyone had with it, but I do kind of wish it was a cloth hood, but we'll get into that in a little bit. This is a very cool figure. I like this guy a lot. I always liked the way Ben Reilly's costume looked, even though I didn't know the character too well back when I wasn't even into comics as much as I am now. He's a really cool design. It's just it's just different, even though, you know, he came out of a really stupid storyline. But anyways, yeah, pretty much just I wouldn't say it's technically a repaint. I guess it pretty much is for the most part, but they did a lot of retooling. Obviously, the torso area is completely new. He's got the gauntlets here on his wrist. I guess the rest of them pretty much is just the new Spider-Man figure mold. But, you know, I wouldn't say he's a direct repaint. I think it's more of a retooling is what they should be calling it. But however you want to go about saying it, it's not a big deal. Anyways, I still think it's pretty cool. I do have one problem, and that's with the head sculpt. Whoops. And I haven't seen a single head sculpt for this Spider-Man that wasn't messed up. And it's the eyes. The eyes are completely off-centered, and it really bothers me because it's so easy just to paint little eyes onto the head, but they mess that up. Like, there's nothing else going on. It's literally just like a blank head, and all they had to do was paint some eyes, and they all came out crooked. I mean, it might not look crooked, but when you really look at it, when you're looking at it in person, I can tell it's crooked, and I'm pretty sure it's sculpted too, the eyeballs are, so I can tell that where the crease is and the paint's overlapping it, that it's not on there right, but it's off very slightly, but it makes the big difference to me because it just looks, it's just kind of weird looking at him straight on because his eyes are like floating off to the side of his head. So yeah, it really sucks. I was hoping I'd get a good one, but you know, I guess for the most part, if you're looking at it from the side, it's not a big deal. I do really like this head sculpt though. If it was painted correctly, I think it would be an awesome head sculpt because I really like the Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man having big eyes like this, and I'm hoping at some point they'll do a Spider-Man figure with eyes that are this big. The like normal Spider-Man, maybe like Ultimate Spider-Man or something like that. I like to see that, but yeah, this is a pretty cool figure. I like posing him around and stuff. He's pretty cool looking. So anyways, taking a look at the torso area, like I said, it's sculpted to make it look like he's wearing the hoodie. I think they missed a really big opportunity here though. I think they easily could have, you know, made this a separate piece, and you know, you could have given him like an alternate head to have the hood on. I don't know if he necessarily wore his hood all the time in the comics, but I think it would be cool. I mean, there's no sense in having the hood at all if you're not going to wear it, and I think it would have just been easy to just have it kind of sliding on there like they do with the Wolverine figures when they're unmasked, and then just you know, have an alternate head where the hood is sculpted to the head, and it would be kind of like the Gamora figure. So I think that was a really big opportunity that Hasbro missed there. I'm sure it comes down to the, you know, the fact that they didn't have the funding for it, but I think if you would have just gone that little extra mile, it would have made this figure probably a 10 out of 10. But even still, probably wouldn't be. However, it still is cool. I like the sculpt of it. I like the paint. The spider came out very nice on both ends. Actually, I'm just now realizing this. My spider, I don't even know what the hell is going on. Well, it looks like the back of my Spider-Man is completely painted wrong. And I'm just now noticing this. I just got him yesterday too. I didn't even look and notice that his back was messed up, but the spiders, there's the upper part of his back is the spider going down, and then the lower part of his back is the spider going up, so you have like a really janky looking spider. I didn't even notice that until now. That's really funny. At the same time, that pisses me off because now if I want a perfect looking Spider-Man, I'm gonna have to go and rebuy another one, so that kind of sucks. I'm sure I could find them cheap though, but still, the fact that this just happened, like, that really kind of irks me, because all you had to do was paint a spider, and somehow, I don't even know. I don't get it. Anyways, we'll just go on with the review. The sculpting of the jacket is very nice. I like the way that looks. I mean, despite the fact that this is painted wrong, it doesn't look bad. He's got this belt, which I think is new. It kind of fits into these grooves that are molded into the torso area, so it kind of just slides up into them, but it doesn't hinder articulation. It does kind of push the belt down a little bit though when you do that, and I feel at some point that might break it off, but we'll see what happens there. And then he wouldn't be, you know, Scarlet Spider without his cool little ankle pocket things, which I'm sure he has extra cartridges in for web blasting, so that's pretty cool touch too. I like that. I'm sure a lot of people might actually use this as like a Deadpool custom, like take the legs off and switch out the torso and stuff. You could probably make a pretty good you know, Deadpool custom if you just tool it up the right way. And I really like these gauntlets. I think that's pretty cool too. It'd be nice to see that on a Scarlet or a Black Widow figure, since she it looks like the same kind of gauntlets that she would use, but that's completely irrelevant. And then also, just like the Pizza Spider-Man, he comes with all these interchangeable hands. So you got the 2 fists, the 2 flipping hands, the 2 open hands, but he doesn't come with any pizza, which is fine because that wouldn't make any sense for this guy. But overall, very nice. Let's go over articulation real quick. The head is on a ball peg and a swivel. He looks up all the way, he looks down all the way, rotates 360 degrees, arms go in and out, rotate 360 degrees, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, hinge in the wrist as well as a swivel. The torso goes 1 click forward and 2 clicks back. So pretty good though. I mean, despite that it doesn't go forward very much, it still gets the job done, and I think it looks pretty cool, so that's fine. He's got the waist swivel, legs can go forward and back a little bit, in and out about that far. He's got the upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, hinge in the foot, as well as an ankle pivot. So yeah, despite the couple of flaws that I have with this guy, he's still a pretty cool figure. I'm not gonna say that he's a crap figure because of the paint. I'm sure that's just something on mine. Although I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of figures that did have paint issues. Like, I know for sure that there's ones that have bad eye paint issues, and I'm sure there's probably more like this, but hopefully I'll find one that's, you know, not like that, and maybe he'll even have good eyes. So I guess we'll just kind of find out and see. I don't know if I'll actually end up picking up another one, but if I can find one for cheap, I will. But that really kind of irritates me because, you know, if I'm not going to pick up another one, I've got a defective looking figure, so that kind of sucks. Anyways guys, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the Build-A-Figure review coming up here in a little bit, and I'll talk to you guys later.